Welcome back to the channel. In this edition of Gigs and Guitars, we have the Karl Longbottom Guitars Fulvia in this beautiful gold colour. And this episode is basically, it's all about this guitar, but the key message within this video is about British luthiers or luthiers in general who are producing some really good cottage industry, handmade, bespoke, unique guitars. Just try and let it catch the light, guys, which are amazing value. But this Fulvia is Karl's interpretation of the non-reverse Gibson Firebirds, and you can definitely see that this has been influenced by the designs of Gibson from the mid-60s sort of onwards. I mean, if you do remember sort of the non-reverse Gibson Firebirds, they followed on from the flawed, very expensive to produce the reversed Firebirds. It is a little bit complicated to digest, and we'll come on to that in a minute with my Firebird 7. But this is basically a take on the non-reverse Gibson Firebirds, which replaced the original Firebirds. And I have to say, it's absolutely beautiful. The black pickguard, the gold bodywork, it's a Carina body on this, guys. It's got a roasted flame maple neck on it. And I have to say, this just oozes utter class. It's absolutely stunning. It's got an Indian rosewood neck on it. It's got Stewie Mac fretboards, Goto tuners. We've got a Callahan bridge on it. It's fixed, guys, so it's not a tremolo. It's not got a whammy bar or anything like that. But these kind of guitars, do you actually need one of those? And really, that's quite subjective. So, and it's, how can I say, it seems so simple, so elegant, but so nice. So, moving quickly on. So we'll just go through some quick tones, and we'll just see what it sounds like. Now, we're on the Laney Lionheart L20H in the background, just over there, which you can just see. Settings are the same settings as they are in previous videos in terms of tone and setup. We've got the pedal board in front of me. We've got a BluesDriver on the pedal board as well. So the actual pickups on this guitar, guys, before we do carry on, they're made by a company called Sunbear here in the UK, and these are what are called the Sunbird pickups, which are, looking at them, a modern day take on the original Gibson Firebird pickups from the early 60s when that guitar came out. So we'll have a little bit of a listen. So, nice and clean. Put a bit of swell on the volume there. So we are on the clean channel, and it's sounding nice and bright, but it's not sounding harsh in any way. And I think it sounds pleasant. It feels lovely to play. It does. The action's just nice on it. And what can I say, guys? This is just a stunning instrument. It really is a visual work of art. But getting the tones from this. Now, these are the volume and tone controls maxed up to number 10. So moving on to the middle position now, and I've got to say, I'm just looking down the neck of this guitar, it's just teasing me, it really is teasing me, to be honest. Sound has become fuller, still got the high end. The volume controls and the tone controls are maxed out. By the way, guys, the CTS pots on here, and I think they've got paper and oil capacitors in there as well. And that sounds great. So moving swiftly on to the net pickup. I like that. Sounds quite Fender-ish. You can imagine that with a little bit of tremolo going on. So the only effects we've got going on, guys, is the reverb, which is built into the amplifier behind me. So there's nothing going on the pedal board at the minute. So that sounds great. So what does it sound like? We're just back the volume down to around about sort of midway. So we're going to about number 5. So I still got the clarity there, but it's obviously knocked the volume off quite a bit. Probably the same with the middle position. Moving on to the neck again. So that does sound very nice. We've got the nice highs, we've got the nice mids as we go through the pickup selector switch to fatten the sound up. When we moved on to the neck position, that sounded very sort of Fender-y to me, and I think that for me sounds massively sort of versatile, really. Okay, so moving back to the bridge pickup, what we're going to do now is going to pop the BluesDriver on. So if you remember, we did a video all about the BluesDriver, and I've got to say, when I did that video, the pedals remained on my board because of its versatility and its tone, and also when you're really using the gain on it, it doesn't appear to lose the high end of your tonal palette. All those highs remain constant, they're still there, they're not getting compressed or washed out or disappearing. And I think it's just a great pedal. Guys, I'm just going to have a quick slurp of my brew because this is quite hard work and I'm very excited. Cracking. There's always time of the day for the brew, guys. So guys, just to give you an idea of the settings on the BluesDriver, it's going into the clean channel on the amplifier. So the gain is set to around about 1 PM, the level is set to about 11 AM, and the tone is set to also 11 AM. With being the Waza Craft, we are on the custom settings there at the minute. So let's have a listen. I'm going to ease some sounds around about 4 or 5 on the master control on the volume on the guitar. I like that. It's sounding almost acoustic, dare I say it. Sounds brilliant. That's sounding nice, that, guys, it is. Moving it back through the pickup selector switch again. It's filled out the tone. Oh, liking that a lot, guys. Does sound nice. So moving on to the neck. And I'm really liking that, guys. I'm seriously liking that. So far it's sounding very versatile. So we'll go to maxed out. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. So we're back at the bridge position now. We're going to take it round to the max, up to about number 10. So there's going to be quite a bit of dirt on this, guys. So So we've got the high-end tones there, and what I've just heard there is very Firebirdy kind of tones from my Firebird 7. So what we'll do, when we've gone through the tones on this guitar, guys, we'll quickly get my Firebird 7 and see how it compares. So let's try that again. So that's on the bridge position, move it to the middle position. Liking this a lot. Okay, we'll go on to the neck. I'm expecting great things from this, guys. We've had teasing tones of Fender single coils from this, so we'll try a little bit. So we're going on to full volume again. Liking that. It's sounding very, very rich, but we're still getting the top ends in there. It's sounding brilliant, absolutely great. Now that's what I want from a neck pickup. That is sounding to me a bit like your Stevie Ray Vaughan-y kind of single coil sort of Fender Stratocaster kind of stuff, but with a unique how can I put it? Unique character of its own. It sounds brilliant. Okay guys, so we've gone through a few tones on here. It is a beautiful guitar, which I've said many times in this video already. It's really nicely finished off, beautifully made. It is an alternative to like your big hitting sort of mass manufacturers like Gibson, Fender and many, many others. And this is the UK market of bespoke luthiers who are producing very, very good things. Now, what I'd like to say at the minute, I've just done some quick routing around on the internet. If you wanted to buy a Gibson Custom Shop Firebird non-reverse, you're looking around, now this is around the benchmark, around about £4,000 plus possibly. And this, guys, just having a quick look at my notes, you are looking at from £2,050 upwards for this particular model. But Karl also makes what's called a cadet version, which basically starts from 1,325. And I think, to be honest, this is a handmade custom shop guitar made in the UK with bench tools, with love, with passion, and I think it offers great value for money. Now, there's going to be people out there saying, well, to be honest, it's not got the Gibson name on the headstock or the Fender name up there. What about when I come to resell the guitar in the future? Well, that's part of what it's all about, really. So would it put me off? No, it wouldn't, because at the end of the day, it's a beautiful guitar. There's not going to be many around. They're not churning them out by the thousands every single week. These are one-off creations, and to be honest, I would imagine that there's never going to be any that are alike. So you can pick whatever colours you want, what pickups you want, just go onto the Karl Longbottom Guitars website, have a look there, and basically fill your boots with so many options, because that is what it's all about. You can tailor your guitar to what you want it to be. A bit like going down to Savile Row and saying, look, yes, I'd like a three-piece suit, I'd like it taken in there, I'd like an extension on the sleeves because I've got very, very long arms, I've got very short legs, I can bring it up. This is what these guitars are all about, and you can basically spec these to whatever you want it to be. Now, I think if I was going to spec this guitar, and guys, this is very subjective, it's just a personal thing for me. I love the colour, I've always liked the black and gold. I like the flame maple neck. The engine roseboard fretboard is super, super dark and just reeks of quality. And I think with it being a non-reverse guitar, now this is completely subjective, I think if I spec this guitar, I might ask Karl to put a reverse headstock on it so the tuners are at the bottom. I think you could get away with a reverse headstock on this. Not one that's too sort of in your face like a Jackson or the pointy headstock guitars of the 80s, but a nice subtle reverse headstock for me would be what I would possibly order. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Would it suit it? The shape of the body? Would it do the job in terms of visual aesthetics of this guitar? We're just going to quickly get my Firebird on. Okay guys, so I've just got the Firebird out, and the only similarities between this guitar and Karl Longbottom's Fulvia is actually the pickups. So this is a reverse Firebird from it's based upon the early 60s version of the first Firebirds that came out. This has a full through neck construction, unlike Karl's, which has got a bolted on neck. This has wings bonded onto either side of this very expensive and very difficult to manufacture neck on this guitar. That's why they didn't catch on. And the other thing is that a little bit peculiar about these is if my arm is basically supporting the guitar and stopping it from falling over, so lift my right arm up and you can see it's wanting to go. So it is very top end heavy. So, and that's mainly because of the banjo tuners on the back, which I think you can just about see there, guys. The massive industrial tuners you've ever seen in your life. And because the neck is so long and it's so far that way, it does go like that. When you're playing it with a guitar strap on, you're almost holding it up, and most guitar players play them sort of up here so the guitar's more horizontal. So if you're a low slung guitar player, it probably wouldn't suit you, but Karl's guitar would. So let's have a quick listen to some tones. What I have done really is, I want to keep this simple, guys. So it's just an idea. So we're on the bridge pickup, the BluesDriver's gone on at the same settings. So the first impressions I'm getting is that the pickups don't appear to be as powerful as that on Karl's guitars with the Sunbear pickups. Just going to middle position. Nice thick tone there. Again, not as powerful as Karl's guitar. We're going on to the neck, so our volume is fully up. we'll go back to Karl's guitar now. So we're now back with Karl's guitar. It's at full bore on the bridge pickup. That's great. Yeah, the pickups sound great. They sound balanced. Just mute that again. So yeah, absolutely loving it. It's a great guitar, guys. If you want something alternative, something bespoke, something handmade with love, passion, care, you can't beat a handmade guitar by a luthier that you can go to and say, look, I'm not happy with the colour, I want this colour, I want different tuners, I want different pickups in it. For me, I'd go for reverse headstock, as I've always mentioned. So 9.5 out of 10 for this, for Karl Longbottom Guitars, Fulvia. Guys, very, very, how can I put it? Very attractively priced for something like this. And if you've enjoyed this edition of Gigs and Guitars, please like, share, subscribe. Check out our Instagram page for other bits and pieces. And you know where we are. See you next time. Goodbye.